guys. Yeah, 2 brew reviews in a row. Weird, huh? Monday. Politically, I got a question. And sometimes when I actually ask you guys about political questions, I wouldn't mind having a conversation in the comments, or at least how you feel, if I'm off base or majority rules. But here's something that's happened now to me and Christine, and I think it makes me wonder. We both, well, first of all, I think I've been surveyed 5 times by phone, and I've had a girl here to the door. All the phone calls, well, one I don't know. One was just supposedly one of the colleges in the area taking a survey, but the other ones were all the Democratic Party and or my union, and the last one was I don't remember. I know he identified himself as part of the Democratic Party, but you can actually tomorrow vote early. And he was persistent to the point of being a pain in the ass that I go vote tomorrow. And I finally said to him, I said, "Why are you pushing me to go vote tomorrow? I'm voting. I am definitely voting," I told him. "So what's the difference?" And he's like, "Well, yeah, you got me there. At least you're voting." Why is the Democratic Party so? Why are they putting money into the phone banks to try to get people to vote tomorrow? Is it the whole vote often thing? I know I've already been hearing, Sean Hannity was talking about fraud, and I think it might even be on tonight's show about voter fraud. I know there's voter fraud. I personally don't believe that piece of shit Al Franken won. When you've got counties, like right here, first of all, in one, something like 120% of the residents voted. In another one, 100% of the vote went to Al Franken. Don't you think that's a little weird that 100% of the vote in a certain precinct would go completely for Al Franken? I personally, one of my favorite phone calls is when my union called, and I told him personally, it would be nice if the union could ever wake the fuck up, because everything that the Democratic Party represents, I know they've got people so buffaloed. It's like, I don't know how many people have said to me, even one of my good friends, Greg, we were talking about this today. He's just like, well, the stereotype is that the Republican Party is for the rich. And it's like, that's funny, because if you actually look at the worth, what each of these people are worth, go ahead. Try to tell me that the Democrat senators and representatives have any less money than the Republican or the special interest group that they represent. First of all, you guys know me. You know that, personally speaking, it doesn't matter if you have an R or a D, you're all fraud. I would like to see them all gone. If you guys know how Tom Clancy's Debt of Honor, the book, they never made that movie, well, or they haven't yet. The way that ends, that's what I'd like to see. A Japanese... rich Japanese, he owns his own company, owns a 747, has that baby filled full of fuel and flies it right in to the loaded house. Well, both parties, basically everybody's wiped out and we have to start over. Personally, I don't like either of them. I always think it's funny, like when someone's in office and people just assume that by my comments, like right now, I'll put up anything I can. You know, I've drawn the line at a couple things. I have a couple of pictures that would probably end up getting me a visit, so I'll avoid them. Otherwise, the rest, Obama's a piece of shit. He is an absolute piece of shit. He is the worst president in American history, and the piece of shit has the balls to stand up and say America is better off since I've been in office. You are an idiot. So, yeah, that's okay. Brew review. Oh, before the brew review, though, two things. First and most important, I would like to say thank you to my good friend Ed. Ed's an absolutely wonderful guy, and one of those guys where if you're not already subbed to his channel, you possibly, could be an idiot. That's just my opinion. Ed's one of those guys where if the shit hits the fan, I would want Ed on my side. Just a good guy. I'm sorry that the schedule didn't work out, so he couldn't make it to the shoot this year, but next year. And I'm not exactly sure when that's going to happen yet. Need to really come to a conclusion soon, so people can find more reasonable room rates and airfare. The only reason it's a dilemma is we have had it in the second week of September all 3 years, and so far, more call bell. So far, we have had nothing but beautiful weather. The reason it's a dilemma this year is somebody is turning 50 in May and wanted to have all of her friends present. And, it's pretty cool that a lot of you guys that are watching this and the guys that were here and a few that unfortunately weren't here, she regards them just like me as family first, and she really wanted to incorporate her big 5-0 along with the shoot. But the middle of May, in April, where the April showers brings whatever, I still had, I believe, 3 feet of snow in April in my backyard. So I'm trying to figure out a way that we can work this out so that I don't have to put the birthday thing too far off from the actual date that it's happening, and do the shoot all at the same time. But yeah, what was that all about? Ed, got a package from Ed today. First he sent a bottle of Rogue's Dead Guy Ale, and I'm not sure if I know I'm old and can't remember what I did yesterday, so I'm actually gonna have to look if I did a review on this or not. Oregon Brewed. So got that, and he sent a couple of glasses. Unfortunately, the Arrogant Bastard glass made it successfully. The Dead Guy Ale, which sucks because I actually really like the way that looks, didn't exactly weather the storm too well. And then, last but not least, cool as hell, Ed sent a Star Trek bottle opener. And he said I can use it, or just put it on display. And I think by using it would be displaying it. It's a 2-part deal. It's the ship, and like the real ship, that shit's real. I saw the movie. The saucer section and the drive section separate. The reason that this is important is using it as a bottle opener, you have to separate it, and I'm not actually going to open this. Oh, I can use it on the actual one, but it has, you know, it knows when you're. So the opener part actually closes a contact and sets it off. So Ed, I'm gonna. The hell, Shelby! I'm gonna use it and have it on display all at the same time. And it also has a base magnet, so you can. Oh, I'm sorry. It's more cowbell. You can just stick it to something. Speaking of stick it to something, never mind. We don't want to talk about Chuck. So that's that. If we haven't already done a review, or even if I have done a review, we'll just review this again at the end of another one, but I'll figure it out. The other thing, I'm asking your opinion. My good friend Stephen Bush turned me on to a product and then sent it to me, and I've installed it on the pistol. It's an AR thing. It's this. It is a AR for the magwell / funnel. What it gives you is, you know, a lot of guys like to shoot. I don't know if this is just a coincidence or a military thing, but my friend Larry is in the military, and whenever he shoots, this is how he shoots. So it gives you a bigger area to hang on to. Overall, when you're looking at the AR like this, it really doesn't make it look much much bigger. But the actual dimensions of the funnel area is over 100% bigger than it would normally be. So what it is my question for you: is this one of those things where you think this is form over function or function over form? Because that bigger funnel makes it a lot easier to do fast mag changes. So I guess my question is as far as the group is concerned, you guys are going to see this before anybody sees it on the ebomey side, because I've been working on a video for this, and it's like I get a couple of parts, and I did the video, and then this came in, and I decided just to add this to it since I hadn't edited it yet. So what do you guys think of that? I mean, it attaches via some screws. There's no modifying to your AR, so if it turns out that you don't like something like this, it's easy to discard it. I actually have something like this on my AR, but mine just goes around the magwell, and it doesn't actually. It gives you something to hang on to, kind of like this, but it doesn't do the whole funnel thing. That's better.
You haven't even gotten to your beer review?
Doing the beer review right now.
You're talking guns. I heard that.
Yeah, Stephen Bush sent a part. What do you think? Gives you something to hang on to if you want to do that instead of this, and it makes it so that you can do faster mag changes. It's like a funnel.
That's gigantic. I don't know.
You don't like it? Sorry, Steve, you're screwed.
Look at where my thumb would hit.
Well, that wouldn't work.
Well, yeah.
Unless you want brass deflecting off the tip of your thumb.
Ka-ching, 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 ka-ching.
Well, that's because you're one of those messed up people. See, you people are just wrong. You need to be like me and be able to be comfortable shooting either way.
I've always shot left, and I'm not going to change now.
See, another. Here's the opener.
That's a bottle opener?
Yeah. Supposed to use it like this. I guess what you're committed once it starts.
Red alert.
Yeah, warning. I thought you'd like this glass. Unfortunately, it didn't weather the storm very well.
What does it say?
Dead Guy Ale. But it's that Slimer green thing that you have issues with.
It's cool. It's a Scully.
Yeah. Now it's a deadly weapon.
Yeah.
Liberals will probably wanna,
Don't throw it in your plastic bag. See,
Yeah.
okay, they're, just a quick question.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
California, I heard, because we had this discussion at work the other day, they're banning plastic bags. So does that also mean that they're banning plastic garbage bags? And if so, what are you going to use in place of?
No,
Or is it just shopping bags?
They classified it as single-use bags.
Well, that is a single-use bag. You put the trash in there, you take it out to the curb, and it's gone!
Yeah. Yeah, I know. And actually in this house, like I told them yesterday, when we take a trip to Walmart or the grocery store, the bags are not single use. We have a dispenser, and we use them again. I've used them to package body parts that I send to Chuck.
Again with Chuck.
And,
Chuck.
and
I mean, we reuse them and recycle them as much as we possibly can.
no, but it's best, though, that the government tell you. I mean, it's one thing that the government can't protect their own borders, but it's excellent that the government can actually dictate what you do with a bag.
You know, this is just my random thought for the day. If you're putting all that much time and energy into one-use bags rather than all of the serious issues that we got going on with this country.
Well, look at how screwed up California is.
Oh.
And that idiot Gerry Brown is fast-tracked single-use bags. Oh, here's one of them right now. I just noticed that Samantha is, she didn't get the memo because she is obviously in the wrong. This bag is being used again. It says Super One grocery store on it, and she's got some personal effects in it.
That's what she's gonna take with her when she
Well,
moves.
That's stupid. You can't. We're gonna have to buy her some bags. I understand.
Well, I mean, seriously.
Actually,
yeah, if you're gonna say single-use bags, I mean, you need to check the verbiage because that could the trash bags could really fall under that category.
single use. Yeah.
You're not reusing it.
No, not well.
Technically.
There's.
I mean, I'm sure there's people out there that would do that because they're very frugal.
You walk up to the can and empty it out.
Yeah.
And, yeah, it's pathetic.
Well, it's an example of play on words. That's all I'm saying.
But no, Greg, when he went out to go take the his grandkids to Disneyland World,
Disneyland.
whatever the hell is out there,
Disneyland.
he says a lot of places it's already in effect. You either have to bring your own bag or buy a paper bag. So the racket is on.
I think that's what it is. Whose palms and pockets are getting greased for all of this happening? That's the bigger question. Because nobody does anything without benefit nowadays. I'm just saying. And like that guy was talking about that you were listening to the other day on the radio when he was saying, you know, how does that produce more jobs?
It doesn't do anything for California.
No. It's not boosting their economy.
We're going to look at Franziskaner. This is a
Franciscan?
well, it's a Z in there.
Oh.
Don't worry. Paul from BandEBrewReviews, he's a German werewolf hiding out in Pennsylvania. He'll correct me. He takes a lot of pride in that.
What's the difference between a German werewolf and an American one?
9. That's weird. All of a sudden I look very, very red. What can I do? This is a Hefe Dunkel. I think we came to the conclusion by you Chili Head that it does not have an alcohol percentage on here. In yesterday's review, when I went to go edit the video and find out, use Beer Advocate to find out the alcohol percentage, it listed it at 4.5, and one of you guys, your channel it's good, but I can't remember it right now, told me that it was like 7%, but that's not what Beer Advocate listed it as, and it didn't. Some of them hide them well, so I have no idea, and I have no idea what this is. But we might as well find out how the Enterprise does. Now that's 2 Enterprises because my other opener that I got from Alec357 is this one, and this one's also cool as hell. Okay, let's see if it works. Plastic and has batteries in it. And it's from Ed. Well, it was going to be that long drawn out thing, but it's stopped. So it worked as an opener, and it redocked with the saucer section, and it's going to hang out here on the cowbell.
Really? Oh, thank you, Vanna. I have to go to the refrigerator.
Okay.
I make a little noise.
Okay. Whoa. Warning, Will Robinson. Okay, well, this is obviously either bad or unfiltered. This one was from Gerry, Lone Patriot, Blue Thunder 40. Picked this up when he was here so that I have something to review. So I know it didn't get field kicked. The carbonation was momentary. God bless America. And the head was non-existent. And it doesn't smell nasty. It just doesn't. Has a little bit of a fruit and sweetness to it. Kind of like Chuck at a candy store. I have more to add, but I'm just going to skip that for right now. Alex. One of Alex's subscribers told him he already had reservations in hell. He told Chuck that he thought that Chuck would be excellent in polishing. I have absolutely no idea what the hell he's talking about. Okay. Cheers. It's kind of like the Vitus dumped together with something else. I'm getting that the spices, kind of a subtle banana flavor. But on top of that, there's a subtle cocoa, more chocolate. As of this moment in time anyway, I'm not really getting much coffee though. Carbonation is kind of weird. I mean, it's like, but you still get it in the light mouthfeel. I would say probably the thing I like the least about it is the, Lord, I say it, the mouthfeel. It's really fairly light. It's very smooth, and it doesn't really have any particular characteristic that's really a wow factor. It's fairly easy going, that's for sure. So what do you get? You do notice the carbonation, even though you don't see it. You get, if any of you have had the Vitus, you kind of get what starts out like that flavor, kind of the, the spices. And then there's kind of a little smooth area, and then it's followed up by a little bit of like the same flavor with a cocoa-like finish. And I'm not sure about all of the crap at the bottom. It's like, ooh, I'm gonna put a cheesecloth over the end of a straw. I'm not sure I wanna drink that all the way down to the bottom. Alcohol? Again, I think it's low. I'm just gonna say 5%. Might be even less. See, does it tell me anything on here? A government warning, consumption of alcohol, makes Chuck cranky, imported by Spaten, North America. No, it tells you absolutely nothing about it. On the E scale, I'd say this is a 6. Whoa, no way. Over 30 minutes again? Maybe. Unless I edit it. Okay. Tomorrow, let's look at Roscoe Beer Company's American Amber, something from New York Half-Ass Prepper. See, do they give up any information on theirs? Government warning. Roscoe Beer Company. Roscoe, New York. Get the fuck out of here, really? I don't see an alcohol percentage on this either. Nice bodied American Amber ale with brilliant late afternoon glow radiating from its toasty backbone. That, we'll look at that tomorrow. It's got a really awesome green cap too. Okay, again, thank you, Ed, for the Dead Guy Ale, the glass and a half. And I know I could probably write on a piece of paper what Ed's gonna say. Ed, unless you put it in the box broken, you don't need to apologize. That would be not your doing. And you had it packaged. You had it packaged very well. I was honestly surprised that that happened. And the opener is, of course, it's Star Trek, man. It's good. It's very good. I like it a lot. Where am I gonna put it? It has to be. How about right there? What else am I looking for? Your thoughts on this? Christine gave it a thumbs down. I don't know, for some reason in the picture, it just, in real life, it honestly, it looks huge. It looks like looks gigantic. Maybe very usable, Steve, but I have to say I'm not sure. I'm not sure I'm going to leave it on there. And I really don't have a candidate for it. If something like this would work on I don't know, maybe. Sometimes stuff grows on you. Then again, some things are like Chuck, and they just get worse and worse and more annoying, and kind of like a big fucking rash. And the doctor gives you sand as an ointment. Oh, in case anyone is wondering, people over at Breakthrough, just a great, oh cool, a couple more stickers. Long story short, I had that little tiny bottle that they sent me to do a review on, and after the shoot, I cleaned, I don't know, me and New York Half-Ass Prepper must have cleaned about 15 plus weapons the following day, and we used the Breakthrough. This is the deal, man. They contacted me and wanted to know what I thought of the bottle that they sent me, and I'm like, it's all gone, man. I used it up cleaning a bunch of the guns from after the shoot. It goes a long ways. It atomizes into a mist. If you try this, you will stay with it. Breakthrough. Pete did a video on this, and I called him, and I'm like, I told him, I said, Breakthrough is sending me some stuff, and he's just like, it's the real deal. He goes, what you see come out of Pete's mouth is always honest, and that's something I really appreciate. But if you think that the video is not his honest opinion, which it always is, when he calls me and he's just like, man, that stuff is the real deal, and it is. It's absolutely incredible. So I got another one of those, which is cool because the little bottle is all gone and everything is. Yeah, it works awesome. And for something that that's. I love the ballistol and all, but it smells like ass. It does, and it's like it like floats everywhere, and it's like ass for like an extended amount of time. So, okay, guys. Now that it's been a long time, I will. I'll see you tomorrow, probably.